Hey, this is Lucky Robin, and I am doing my planning out for my 2017 garden. A lot of things can be subject to change at this point, but this gives me a good starting off point. I won't be able to put anything in the ground until the end of this month if I put greenhouse covers on it, and probably not till mid to late April without covering. It really depends on how the weather's going to shake out this year. We've been having a later winter than usual, so we'll see. Anyway, this is for the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden. So in the first bed, this is where I grew garlic last year. I'm going to put in some early lettuce, spinach, and radishes, and then about the time that these are done, it'll be time to plant the zucchini, so the zucchini will go in there to replace that. Down here, I'm going to make the bed where the strawberries are now into another herb bed. So I'll be planting holy basil, purple basil, sweet basil, and Thai basil. We use a lot of basil throughout the year, so that's what we're wanting, because I can dehydrate that and have it on hand. Cilantro, we're using a lot more cilantro now that we're using less nightshades, so I want to have that. Same is true with coriander and cumin. Now, I don't know how well these will grow here. If we have a summer like last summer, they should grow just fine. If we have a wet and cool summer, which is becoming more and more rare, but does still happen, then they probably will not grow very well. Over here is my current herb bed, and it's already got the hyssop and chives, the golden sage. It's got some thyme, some marjoram, some curly leaf parsley, and some flat leaf parsley already in it. But the thyme didn't do very well last year, so I'm going to try to get a better thyme plant, a couple of thyme plants, and of course we'll be adding the rosemary this year as well. Now on to the big beds. Alright, so I'm going to move the strawberries over into big bed 1, and they will go, well, eventually they will go the whole way, but for now they will only go about 6 feet, and that's fine. And so at the end I'm going to plant mullein and plantain for herbal uses, chamomile tea, echinacea. If it doesn't come back, I'm putting more in. Yarrow is already coming back. I'm going to plant borage here in the corner, and then calendula in the middle section, and then the sorrel's already coming up. And I'm pretty sure the calendula is too. I thought I saw some leaves poking up out of the soil. So we'll see. In the second big bed, I plan on planting turnips, mustard and collard greens, parsnips, beets, and carrots. Okay, big bed broccoli. Well, before I plant the broccoli and stuff, I'm going to do a crop of snow peas in there. And they're going to go along one end here. And then when I can pull them out, I'll plant more broccoli and kale and kohlrabi. All the brassicas are basically going to go in here with maybe 1, maybe 2 butternut squash plants. Big bed 4 is going to have Swiss chard and celery down at one end, and I'll probably grow snow peas up at the top of this one as well. Then pickling cucumbers, slicing cucumbers, green onions, more lettuce. This is where I'll plant more lettuce, radish, and spinaches after I plant the zucchini in the other bin. I'll have those planted here. And in bed 5, I'm gonna have yellow copra keeping onions. These did so well this year. And then some red Weatherfield keeping onions, because the red onions we got this year did not do well. So I went and looked up, and this is supposed to be the best red keeping onion. Because I still have some onions in March from the yellow ones, and I would like that very much for the red. It would be nice to not have to change anything. So I have decided I am going to grow a couple tomato plants and a couple pepper plants, but they're going to probably be in pots. Big pots. And probably in the front yard or along the side of the house or something, away from the garden. I want to set up sprinklers in the garden this year, and I don't want to have to worry about the tomatoes and the peppers getting water on their leaves and on their fruit, which they don't like. So I haven't really decided on the front bed. I haven't talked to Mom about that. That bed is her bed, but she lets me plant stuff in it too sometimes, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I do want to get to I do want to plant in the side yard this year. I want to plant sweet meat squash and some corn and green beans. So we'll see. We'll see how that turns out somehow or other. And I don't know if Mom wants to plant potatoes this year or not, but if she does, I'll throw some in at the same time. Alright, so that's the plan so far. I don't think that'll be particularly helpful to anybody else, but I just thought I'd say what I've been up to. One of the things I've been up to this week, besides hunting for pallets, learning to crochet, building canning shelves and other cupboards, and three-corner desk. Those are all our projects that are either started or on the agenda for the next day or two. So figuring out the garden completely is now one last thing I have to do. Alright, thanks for listening to me ramble. Talk to you next time.